We will welcome to our Avyakti children. Welcome to the happy world of Avyakti children, season 3, day 24. So today we have our little angel, Sister Gargi, and her parents' family. So would like to welcome lovely angel, Sister Gargi. Welcome.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. My name is Gargi. I am 11 years old, and these are my parents. My mom, sister Kanchan, and my dad, brother Amol. I have a few questions, and I'm very happy to be here.
I'm very happy you're here, Gargi.
My first question is, how do I improve my focus and prevent waste thoughts?
Wow, that's a big question. Because Baba has been talking about that, right? He's been telling us no waste, no waste, no waste. Um, you should have a timetable for your mind. Just like you have in a school, you have timetable, like you have this period, you're going to do this period, you're going to do this period. In the same way, we need to have a timetable for our mind. And but focus, right? Focus and concentration is slightly different. You asked me two questions in one question there, because focus is different from no waste. So no waste, I feel, is advanced level, right? So you're 11 years old, be 11, be happy, go play. But for focus, let's talk about focus. Focus is where, we need to take something that Baba says in the Murli, and we have to loop it in our mind. Like, let's take 1, 2, 3 things, right? Like, let's take the 3 Om Shantis that Dadi Janki used to say. 1 Om Shanti is I'm a soul. 2nd Om Shanti is Shiv Baba is my Baba. And 3rd Om Shanti is we come from the soul world, right? And so you remember these 3 Om Shantis and you keep remembering them. You keep remembering them. And so when, like, let's say you say 1, I'm a soul. 2, I'm Shiv Baba is my Baba. Then 3, I'm in the soul world with Shiv Baba. And then if I'm having waste thoughts, let's say in any one of those steps, I'm having waste thoughts, then I have to be very firm and say, no waste thoughts. Again, do it, like that. Because I have to check and see what waste thoughts I have. I have to keep track, right? That is how you increase focus.
Okay.
So and the other very good method is take about 15 minutes and just write down all the thoughts you're having in 15 minutes. And see how many waste thoughts are there and try to move your thoughts away from those waste thoughts into Baba's remembrance. Too difficult?
No, not really.
Okay, good. Good.
Thank you. Question number 2. How do I find my life goal? So a lot of people at school would sometimes ask me what my life goal is, and it would be really hard to tell them because I don't really know yet. And I just want to be prepared. So how do I find my life goal?
What do you like to do? You should first think of that, right? What do I like to do? And also it changes, right? Like when I was 11, I had a particular goal. And then maybe when I was 15, I had another goal. And then maybe when I was 20, I had another goal. So it keeps changing.
Yeah.
So if you, let's say, example, let's say you like to work with animals. That's just an example. I'm not saying you like to work with animals. Then you can do something with animals. But it doesn't have to be, oh, I'm going to work with animals. For now, that is my life goal.
Oh,
but you can always tell people, my ultimate goal is to help God establish the golden age. That's the ultimate goal, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want to help Baba establish the golden age?
First.
Yes. Just by being you, you're helping Baba establish the golden age. So when people ask you, that's your ultimate goal. I'm helping God establish the golden age. But then what we do with your life, it changes, and it's okay if it changes. So, but write down what you like to do, what you're good at, what you like to do, and then you go from there. What do you like to do?
It keeps on changing. Sometimes I forget.
Yeah, let it be. Don't worry about it. It's okay if you forget. It's okay if it changes.
Correct. Yeah. Another of my questions is when I would tell people to not eat meat, because sometimes we would fall into that conversation because animals have their own life. They would cross-question me and say, but plants have their own life too. So how do I answer that?
It's a different consciousness, no? Yes, plants have they say some kind of intelligence, and we are not denying that they have some kind of intelligence, but it's a different consciousness. Like animals, actually, they cry, they have a nervous system, it's different consciousness. And one time, someone asked Dadi Janki this question, and Dadi didn't answer, right? And later we asked her, Dadi, why didn't you answer this question about, animals and meat eating and stuff? And she said, but if they want to argue, I didn't want to get into, like she just ignored it. We thought, oh, she just ignored it, like she didn't hear it. But then later she said, no, we don't need to get into it. So no need to get into an argument, right? If people want, they can do whatever they want. We do whatever we want.
No, like how we convince them, like they are feeling like they are on completely right things, and that's true. We don't want to argue, so we just
We don't
stop
want to
it.
argue. Yeah.
And we
If
don't
they
want to
see,
react. We don't want to react, as we don't want to show them you are doing definitely wrong or something. We don't want to react. So and that means when we are quiet, they feel like that we are answerless. We don't have the
right,
proper answer. Like the plants have senses too, everything. So
right. It's a
like
different consciousness, because we have to tell them. But there are two reasons, right? There are two reasons why we don't eat meat. One reason is because the way it affects the mind, that we will not be able to remember Baba, we will not be able to meditate if we eat all that tamasic food, because it has a tamasic energy. That's the main reason. The second reason is that it's a compassionate lifestyle. Like we have compassion for animals, and that's why we are not eating. And so, but we don't eat things that have a nervous system, have, and a potential for a nervous system also. They have young people, they have feelings, all of those things. And it's just a different thing. And also, many times, what happens with people who talk about these things is they don't really want to follow. They really
no, that's true. That's true.
they just want to
I know.
keep asking you 100 questions.
Yeah.
But yeah. So over to my parents.
Thank you. Thank you, sister, for answering my daughter's questions. I have one question, right, which is coming from today's Murli. So that question was like, as Baba said, right, anger is not a weapon. But right, in the day-to-day life, with the kids especially, the situation comes around and then they are going in the wrong direction, or we need to scold them actually. So the anger will come definitely. So how can control that anger, as well as we can convince them also, right? So this is the right.
Right. Baba said many very subtle things about anger today. One of the things he said was that, is anger a weakness or a weapon, right? Is it a vice or a weapon? So it is a vice which we use as a weapon, because the first defeat happens in the mind. And the defeat happens when I think I need to scold someone, I need to use anger. I justify this anger, and I'm using it as a weapon. So if I'm using something as a weapon, then it is a vice. It's not, it doesn't need to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way. We can change. And the other thing Baba said about situations, which was very important, he said that situation comes and you blame a situation for this. You're blaming a situation for what is inside you, you're blaming a situation. And so we have to make sure that you take the situation out, because that situation is going to come every 5,000 years. Every situation will come. It'll just keep coming. Such more and more situations will come. But if I want to progress in my spiritual life, I have to overcome blaming the situation. I have to move forward, and I have to move forward without any buts, because the but is the situation. Right. Yes, Baba, I want to get rid of anger, but I have to scold. Yes, Baba, I want to get rid of anger, but this happens. So those kinds of buts have to go.
I agree. Thank you so much, sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like just simple for natural. I think every parent have these questions, like how we grow our children more happier, like after the anger. We want to control that, but if in that case we want to make them grow like more happier, capable in their life and successful also, like being not pressurized to them and just be light situation, but we want them to be not like ignoring them, but just not want to pressurize them. So just want we want to be very light them and let them very pleasure way, but sometimes it's not work. Right, because when we are meeting with other parents and all, like their thoughts, sometimes we feel like we are somewhere behind or what, like mostly
you
they
should have faith in
yeah,
really have faith that drama is very beneficial, right? You're doing such a good job. And being with Baba, right? We have so much that people outside in the world don't have. So don't compare with people outside in the world. Our attainments are so much and they're so different. And what I've noticed with children especially is they will always follow your example. They will not follow what you say. They will follow what you do. So if you want them to be happy, you have to be happy.
right.
And so just think this, that like, it's not what I say that they're following, what I'm doing, they're following. So how much am I really following Baba? How much am I doing the right thing? And then they will automatically get it. But I mean, Gargi is so lucky to have you as her parents. And you're so lucky to have Gargi. Just remember the attainments.
Thank you, sister.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Avyakti, for to give us this platform for asking your questions, like for the Gargi and for parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you so much.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Angel. That was a wonderful chit chat. Thank you, Sister Shireen. Thank you to everyone.